impressive, wasn't it? Thanks for visiting. Like a spirit in your product bag. Suburban summer 17 was a roller coaster ride. Manic pixie dream right beside me. These are so adorable. Hello friends, we are going to Anime NYC. I'm probably going to put this vlog out immediately after I get back. You might be thinking, but surely what about all the 7 to 8 vlogs that you haven't edited before this? Shh. We're not going to talk about those. We're going to live in the moment and we're going to edit the most recent vlog. So Anime NYC is a 4-day convention this year. This is my first time going to New York for a convention. It's also my first time at Anime NYC. One of the things that is really at the top of my mind this time is to actually create more fan art, because I realized that although original art do still have an audience at anime conventions, it really does help if you have a couple things that are more anime based. I also went ahead and made a couple sticker sheets of classic shoujo anime that I really love. I'm really hoping that there will be an audience that appreciates like the older but more classic anime and manga. Please, please, please. Yeah, as you can see, my room is a mess. It is kind of always like this. I like to think that it's only like this during con season, but it kind of is just always like this. We're not even gonna talk about this. Packing for conventions is a lot of work. I typically spend at least half a day. And in this case for Anime NYC, I wanted to create a lot of new decor to really make my booth appearance stand out, you know, all that good stuff. So it's taken me a few days already. But overall, I'm really excited to be in New York. Hopefully we make lots and lots and lots of money. And if we don't, we can cry about it together later on. Let's go. God, she is so cute. Bunny guy here. We have a little doggo guy here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, wait, no, I think this works. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Holy shit. We're at the airport and our flight is delayed by 20 minutes, but just now I was waiting for my flight and then someone was like, sorry to bother, but are you Shirley from Shuli Art? And I thought she was an artist. I was like, oh, you know, because that usually, like, if people know me, then it's like another artist, especially in Seattle. But it turns out she's just a follower. Like, she's just going to New York just for funsies, like, not for Anime NYC, but I just thought that's wild. Like, I don't think I've ever had, like, a out in the wilderness follower encounter like that. I think I was so shook. I didn't know what to say. That was really cute. Our flight's gonna land at, like, really early in the morning. So hopefully the convention center is open when we get there. I'm gonna try and get some sleep on the flight. And we are here, Shuli Art N11. And the booth is gonna be ready in 1, 2. Wow, that was super impressive, wasn't it? No, but seriously, I'm so impressed with myself. I think this is the most happy I've been with my setup. There's a gap because I'm missing my totes because I sent it to my friend's house, but they will be here tomorrow. Look at my tomato gacha machine. And I love this new background piece that we did, because one of the things that really irritates me about my setup is that there's often a gap between the prints and then like the stuff that's down here. And also it just makes the price sign seem so seamless. It seems like so retail-y. And it's cute from afar as well. Love it, love it, love it. And then I made a little Mau Mau, because I have a sticker sheet so people can be like, oh my gosh, is that Mau Mau? Oh my gosh, there's a Mau Mau sticker sheet. Oh my gosh, so much shoujo stuff. And then also over here, Gojo Ghetto last minute doodle. Because often people don't know what this is. It's kind of like a, if you know, you know, but sometimes it might be too subtle. So I just added that sign there. Yeah, there she is, there she is. Admire her from all angles. And over here. Literally went to get brunch and I got the berries and cream. I thought I was gonna be on toast, but it literally was just like strawberries and cream. It was $15. And then I was like, I'm still hungry, so then we went and got focaccia and I took one bite and then the bag ripped and the focaccia dropped on the ground. So I'm so hungry and sad. And now we're at Haiti. I'm praying that this goes well for me. Day 1 of Anime NYC, it is a Thursday. Today's show hours are from 4 to 8, which is 4 hours. That's really short. They've expanded from a 3-day show to a 4-day show this year, so I don't know how well it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be anything spectacular. As always with 4-day shows, it's generally pretty disappointing on the first day. Anyways, trying to stay positive. Probably just gonna take it easy. I have a little window for myself. You're in the little window, so I don't have to stand. And I'm gonna go get dessert with my friend after this. We're 20 minutes in. I've made one sale. It was $12. So there you go. This is Bao. He said he's a fan of the videos and he's starting to do Artist Alley. Thanks for visiting. Someone just came by and she was like, I don't even watch anime, but you're like my favorite artist on Instagram, which is like literally the highest form of compliment. I feel so flattered. 3 minutes away from the end of day 1. Okay, I don't know why, but those 4 hours felt really long. It was really busy from 6 to 7, but then it significantly slowed down. But there were like little waves of people. It was kind of weird. But oh no, not a bad Thursday. And I will see you tomorrow. It's day 2 morning. We went to the bakery and got Luckin coffee, and now I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. Okay, so I was like 5 minutes late. Actually, I was like basically just on time, but it's been pretty slow so far. It's 10:30, but we haven't made a sale, and I think it's because people are slowly trickling in. Also, it's like 10 a.m. on a Friday. But there are like more people walking around now. We'll see how today goes. I have really high expectations now that Thursday was pretty good. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know with these things. I just realized you guys can be mounted onto my like pole, the photo stand I have. You can see me from this angle. It's like a bird's eye view. Yeah. Do you want to do card or cash today? Thank you so much. Are we doing card or cash today? Okay, this is actually my cat, the orange one. Yeah. That's 4, right? And get your change. I can't take 100, sorry. Tap right here. Thank you so much. Tomato sandwich. We have our apple. We have Cece's business card and the chocolate she gave us. We have our hair clip. We have this sticker that Snotty gave us. It's looking like a mess as usual, but there's a system, trust me. I moved my business cards. They were over there and now they're over here, but they're like living life on the edge. Okay, Gio is helping, so we're gonna go walk around. Let me show you my booth first. Oh, wait, this is so messy. It's very packed for a Friday. This year, I noticed a lot of exhibitors are also people who are from Artist Alley. Like, look at all these exhibitors. They're just Artist Alley people. I like how they included the names of everyone in the layout as well. So, like, this is the layout. And then we have all the names of everybody. Okay, you know what? There's too many names. But if you're looking for someone, you can easily find them. This year, they actually added the aisle letters to all of the Artist Alley aisles. Apparently, they didn't do that last year. So that's how I know I am at aisle 8. Oh, of course, the lads booth is popping off. There's a whole line. Okay, so I think there's like a weird part in Artist Alley, like before F.
Wait, let me see if I want.
There was like this like low ceiling part. Do you see? We were just there. And then after the low ceiling, it's the high ceiling and the rest of Artist Alley. I don't know if that affects traffic flow. This is so cute, Usagi duck. Oh my god. Everything's a rabbit and a duck at the same time. By the way, the entire convention hall just smells like popcorn and like chicken tenders, I think. It's Eileen's booth, and her booth is so big and so tall and filled with stuff. Well, look at this booth. I was attracted from this booth from far, far away because they had a whole setup, an enclosed thing happening with the lights and the decor. That's really cool. I was eyeing this at Phoenix Fan Fusion, and I finally have it. No!
How much is I'm trying to get rid of them, so.
I got a t-shirt from Bad Apple. And they were like, just take it, just take it. So then I threw money at them and then it ran.
I'm so excited.
We're about 5 minutes until closing. I'm pretty sure this is the best Friday at an anime convention that I've had. So very happy with what we did today. And now we're gonna go get dinner with friends. Good morning, friends. So today's Saturday. Yesterday was already really good. So I think today is gonna be really good. Unless it's kind of the same, but even if it's the same, it's still like pretty good. Restocking a bunch of stickers because I'm really low. So far, I feel like the best sellers have been the photo cards did really well. I brought like double what I usually bring, and I'm basically down to the last couple. And then sticker sheets. People have been really loving the new like fan art sticker sheets I've made. Classic shoujo sticker sheets, like Oran made some, and people have been really liking those. So I'm really glad. Yeah, overall I'm so tired. Our friends and I did karaoke until like 1 a.m. last night, and so I only slept maybe 5 hours. Copic booth came by and gave me free Copic markers in this really nice thingy. So that was cool. I don't know why my mic stopped working here, but I got this really cute fan from Ivysaur Arts. Thank you so much. I got more treats, and this one even has stickers and a sticker sheet of K-pop Demon Hunter. This is from Bao Sheet. I especially like this one. Always snacking. We're finally gonna go walk around on a Saturday afternoon. It's kind of super packed. Saturday afternoon was really crazy. There were people everywhere, and at one point I literally couldn't move in the aisles. It got a little scary, to be honest. Got a print. So cute. Oh, I love this booth. What is this booth? Look at the decor. Getting these Apple socks. It's the end of day 3. I'm so tired, but it was good. We made a lot of money.
Always saying stuff.
We are at day 4 of Anime NYC. This morning was really hectic. People came and played my tomato gacha. And that was really fun. I was a little concerned because on the subway here, there was like no one on the subway. I was like, what is this space? Yesterday it was completely packed, but I mean, there's already a lot of people in here, so maybe I'm just, yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. Let me show you some of the things I got. So I got this from my neighbor. These are so adorable. My neighbor. There was an exhibitor's booth, I think. I have stationery from Korea, and it's from like all the artists that sell like Seoul Illustration Fair, which is this fair that I'm super interested in, but obviously I can't go, or I didn't go because I'm here. But it's so cool, I get to buy stuff from them. So I got some stickers, some more. I bought one and they gave me one for free. It was insane. I think this might be their handle, I'm not sure. So I don't know who the artist is, but this is really nice. Got a little mystery bag. Let's open it right now, actually. And there's like a bunch of little characters that you could possibly get. I feel so bad because I have to rip it open. And the texture is really nice as well. I don't know if you can see, but it's like a rougher texture. Green apple washi tape. Not washi tape. It's got like Kiss Cut stickers all over it. I love apples. Kidultfactory.com. Morning. Yeah, so they're either my cats or my friend's cat. So this is my friend's cat. Oh, so you're helping out. Yeah, do you want a business card? I'll write my business number here. The helper is in place, so I'm gonna have lunch. Leftovers from last night. I feel like Anime NYC is actually one of those events I'd really recommend bringing a helper, like where a helper actually significantly makes a difference, because the bathroom, it's really crowded and it gets really busy, so you will get kind of tired, especially now that it's a 4-day show. But also the bathrooms here, there's like one freaking bathroom for the entire floor, and last time I went to the bathroom it took 20 something minutes. So like if you're by yourself, you can't just leave your booth empty for like half an hour. Bye. Yummy. I know it looks really average, but it's really good. It's like a turnip cake. There she is. Still there, stickers. Going away with so many free stuff from my friends. See these little dolls? Super cute. I got more things. Look at him. He's so cute. It says Beyond Yo. I'm in love with this print. I finally found you. I hear a lot of commotion happening, so I'm gonna walk over. We ran into the Pikachu again. What's he doing here? It's Kinokuniya. Let's get him a toilet smisky. Apparently you can get Anime NYC merch. Oh, they're sold out about it. Oh, this one's so cute. This one is so cute. Okay, I feel like I've seen official merch at like MomoCon maybe and at other places, but I feel like this is my first time. What I realized about Anime NYC is that a lot of their like official things are like really legit. Like look at this booth. Like that's a whole legit booth with their merch and signage and everything. I'm really appreciating the signage this year. Apparently it didn't really exist last year, at least for Artist Alley, but also just in general. Like I feel like the booths are really legit. Like the way it's set up makes a lot of sense. It's just very immersive. Like everything is very immersive. Everything is really well done. Look at this. Like so cool. So many photo op opportunities, like banners. Also the walkways are like pretty large, like in a very justified way. Sometimes I feel like conventions have really large walkways for like no reason, and then it just makes it harder for people to get to your table. But with I think the density that we saw on Saturday, I think it was very justified. Like, I'm very impressed. Jeffrey's.
Are these the variations?
I think so. I like the one where there's like 3 of them and it's really smelly and they're like covering their noses.
Okay, so he's for sure squatting, right?
Yeah.
He's waiting for a stall.
Yeah, he can't hold it.
What
I think he's just going. He's like sitting down.
He's going from a different position.
Yeah.
No, this is
squatty
me
potty.
when I squat and someone's knocking on the door.
You're really vulnerable.
And this is
giving you toilet paper.
Yeah, TP.
Okay, Jeffrey's first Smisky. He's been wanting one for ages, but it's always sold out at the Kinokuniya in Seattle. Okay, I want you to get the 3 of them. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I got the one that I wanted. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's a 3 for 1.
Yeah, you get 3 of them. I'm very satisfied. With the option. Little mousy. Now he doesn't give rat vibes. He gives mousy vibes. 47 minutes away from closing. Today I actually feel energized because I feel like I slept enough hours last night. I'm finally adjusting to the time difference, and I had a matcha. Yeah, the other days are kind of rough. Numbers wise, I think today would end up being the worst day. There was definitely felt like significantly less people. It's probably similar to Friday, maybe a little bit less busy. And then in the morning, I felt really, really slow.
or just like relatively. I think it was still a very good day, but just like relatively it felt slower. I think the first 3 days just were really beyond my expectations, and like numbers wise, for example, I'm pretty sure like halfway through Saturday we broke 5 figures. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be my best show of all time, especially considering that's the anime convention, which like usually my best shows are typically Comic-Cons and like original art markets, so I wasn't expecting it to be this busy. Okay, I did a final round of walk-arounds and got more free stuff. Every time I leave I get free stuff. Got Taiwan shaped pineapple cake from Angela. Thank you. Like there's no announcements even when it's closing. Every day they just like turn the lights off. Like just severely dim the lights to let you know it's time to get out of here. So it is 5. We are done. Let me show you. This is what the world is looking like right now. This is what the booth is looking like. I feel like I did a pretty good job of bringing more prints than I needed, and I brought more types of prints. So I think we had like 5 or 6 print types sell out, but we still have other stuff come in to make it look full. I think I did a pretty good job this time. Yay, 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 yay. Packing up. Bye, Anime NYC. Bye. And with that, we are back in Seattle. I wrote out my really long recap. Let's start off with the bad stuff. Let's just be a negative Nancy for 1 minute before we get into the good stuff. Bathrooms were non-existent at the convention center. There was one stall for the entire exhibit floor, so the lines were always at least 10 to 30 minutes long, which meant if you didn't have a helper, you were probably just gonna hold it. And I know people who are actively trying to limit their water intake, which is crazy. Like, is this a bathroom wartime that we're going through? The whole thing was just giving really silly and unhealthy urinary health energy. I really hope they can somehow fix that in the coming years. I don't know how, but I think we really need it. Before going to this show, I was ready to rant about how 4-day cons are not necessary again. Like, if you've seen my other vlogs, you know I like to talk about how 4-day shows are really not necessary. It just adds another day of travel and hotel costs for the artists. But I was very humbled. Thursday was actually worth it. The Thursday performed kind of like a typical Friday at other shows, maybe like a little bit weaker, but overall I would say it was pretty worthwhile. So yeah, a slap on the face for me. I would totally recommend them to keep it a 4-day show next year. One other small negative thing I have to say is the Wi-Fi was really expensive, but we can talk about that in the expenses part. Okay, that was pretty much all the negative stuff, which is just like I wanted to pee and it was kind of difficult to pee. Yeah. Now let's talk about why we are really here, which is to enjoy art and to make money. So the show was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And at the end of Saturday, I was chatting with my friend who was another artist. Like we were in the same aisle. It was at the end of the day. We had been vending for 9 hours at that point and we were tidying up. And I was like, I'm so tired. And she was like, I'm so tired. And then we paused. And then I was like, but I love making money. She was like, I love money. That was kind of like the vibe of this whole show, which was like, I'm so jet lagged and tired, but the sales are really great and people are super nice and I'm having the time of my life while being extremely tired. Yeah, and I know there are people on the internet who hate seeing people make money, so don't come for me. But I just want to be really transparent. This market was my best show to date. So I've been doing this again full-time for 1.5 years now. I've done quite a fair number of shows. And yeah, this was my best show revenue and profit-wise. To give you a little bit more context, we broke 10K sometime during Saturday. So at the end of Saturday, I was like, okay, like this is kind of crazy. Saturday was definitely my best day. As you can see in the vlog, it was so crowded. So Saturday was my best day, followed by Friday, and then Sunday, then Thursday. In terms of what sold well, I think it was really interesting how basically everything sold well. People really bought everything from prints to stickers to sticker sheets to doing the gacha machine to hats. The only product that didn't do as well, I would say, would be my tote bags. I was actually really worried I didn't bring enough because I didn't have time to make more tote bags. So I brought less than 20 tote bags in total, but I still had some left over on the way back. So yeah, that was interesting. I was pretty surprised with the results because I knew this show was big. People who've done it before told me that it would be good. Didn't know how much that would apply to me because my best shows typically tend to be like non-anime shows. For example, they can be craft fairs or just art markets that cater more towards original art, as well as Comic-Cons. I've performed pretty, I would just say average at anime shows in the past. Like, I don't think anime markets is where my primary audience is. So I really try to curb my expectations for this show. But you know, like secretly, I was still hoping it was going to be really great. I was like, secretly, maybe it will still pop off. I did do some specific prep for this show to really try to maximize my chances of doing well. So for starters, I created 4 new sticker sheets that were all fan art. And from the results, I do think having fan art really helps. For example, one of my sticker sheets was from Apothecary Diaries, this one. I sold nearly 100 of this sticker sheet there. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm surprised. Like, yeah, people at anime conventions do like anime. I also calculated the value of the inventory that I would bring to larger shows. This is something that I typically do for larger shows, just to make sure that I have enough stock to last me all the days. So for this event, I brought around over $30,000 worth of inventory. I don't expect to sell all of it, but I do it just to feel prepared and make sure that I don't lose out on sales because of, sold out designs. I also shipped a box of merchandise for the first time. I typically just bring my 2 checked bags, but this time I actually shipped, I think, like a 30-pound box, and I'm glad I didn't need to ship that back because they sold. And finally, I actually upgraded my booth decor by quite a lot. I made a bunch of new foam board decor. For example, this Mau Mau cutout, which really helps signal to people like, hey, find your girl Mau Mau here. And I think it just really helps elevate the overall visual experience of the booth. Funny thing is, at least 5 people wanted to buy my Mau Mau cutout, so I might create some other products with that design. Yeah, so overall for this show, I really tried to make sure I had enough inventory, I had some specific designs that catered to the demographic, and just really try to level up the overall aesthetic feeling of the booth. And I think those things really did help contribute to the overall success that I had. But I have to say, like, at the end of the day, I think even if I didn't have those things, maybe I would have done worse, but it still would have been a really great show because of just the sheer number of people that showed up. But as with all things in Artist Alley, if you want to make money, you almost always have to spend money. So let's go over the expenses. So for this show, we get a 8-feet table with 2 chairs and 2 badges for a standard Artist Alley table. And the cost for table was about $458 after taxes and fees. And then I had flights for 2 people, which came down to $673 round trip. I also paid for the con Wi-Fi, which was around $270. And that was early bird pricing. So if I decided to buy Wi-Fi at the convention center, like sometime during the show, that would have been, I think, $370. Yeah, the Wi-Fi situation was really kind of bad in my opinion because that's a lot of money to pay for Wi-Fi. And people really recommended buying it because in the past years, like, if you didn't have signal, then you would lose out on sales, and then people's hotspots also weren't working, and I just don't want to risk losing out on transactions like that. So I bought the early bird Wi-Fi. But also, this like $270 only covers 1 device. So if you and your helper both wanted to use the Wi-Fi on different phones, you would have to buy 2 devices, which is $540. Yeah, that's just something to take note of. Like, that could be a really big expense if you want to get Wi-Fi for multiple devices. Uber was more expensive for this show compared to other ones as well because I flew into New York, and to get into the city, it's really expensive. So on the way there, I landed really early in the morning. It was about $60 to $70, I think, for the Uber. And then on the way back, it was about $90. So $150 just to get to and from the airport. But when I was there during the show, I just used the subway. So that's about, $3, almost $3 each ride. And then we stayed with a friend who lived in Manhattan, so hotel cost was 0. And this is really crucial because I know hotel cost is where it starts to get very expensive for people because hotels in New York are crazy. So yeah, because I saved a lot on hotel costs, all things considered, it was not a very expensive convention. Yes, this is still a lot of money, but when compared to other shows, I would say this is pretty average costs. Some other small pros that I wanted to mention about this show that I really enjoyed. Entry to the show floor was silky smooth. Like we entered on, I think, 34th Street into the convention center, and you literally just like walk 10 seconds in and you're like at the entrance of the exhibit floor. Compare this to like say shows I've done in Chicago or Atlanta or even in Seattle. You always have to take like a billion escalators. Like from the moment you enter the convention center, it takes you like another 5 to 10 minutes to walk until you get to your table. And I can't afford that extra 5 to 10 minutes in the morning when I'm already running late. But that's just my issue, that's my problem. But yeah, it was just a little nice thing that I enjoyed. I also really enjoyed the selection of artists there. This is probably my favorite artist alley that I've seen. There were lots of different styles and product types. I also liked how I met a bunch of artists who said that this was their like first couple of shows. Of course, there were also a lot of veterans, but it's just nice to see how this show really gave like everyone a chance. I also met a bunch of like international artists. I was talking to someone who was a helper for an artist from Chile. Like that's so cool. Like overall, this show just felt very grand, international, and diverse, and I really enjoyed that. Plus, I just really love my New York artist friends. So yeah, if you're a New York artist and you're watching, hearts to you. I actually usually don't buy a lot from Artist Alley. I really try to practice self-restraint because my house is already overcrowded and I don't know where to put my stuff. So unless I feel like I absolutely need it, I wouldn't buy it. But I really couldn't control myself at this Artist Alley, and I bought a ton of stuff and I loved every piece. So no regrets there. Overall, I really love New York. I love being in the city. I love the pigeons. I love the rats. I love the pizza. I love the $7 halal truck food. I actually went to school on the East Coast, and so I have a lot of friends that live here, living that finance bro, finance gal life, and it was just such a fun trip for me to see my friends again who I haven't seen in a while. Overall, Anime NYC, I would rate it a I'm gonna cry if you don't take me back out of 10. Please, please, please take me back. I am fragile. I cannot take rejection from conventions and just brush it off. I'm not chill like that. I overthink. I'm anxious, so I just really, really hope that they take me back next year. Anyways, that was really long. That's all I have to say for this convention. If you've watched this far, just know that you are my favorite. I am so grateful, and I hope you were entertained. I have a lot of vlogs in the backlog, and I will get to them one day, I promise. Okay, bye.